Hello, judges. Plastisearch is a software that leverages computer vision and machine learning to inexpensively and accessibly determine microplastic concentrations in water. Hello, my name is Shrey, and I worked with Ron to design the software architecture, conduct topic and market research, and figure out possible revenue streams.
Hello, my name is Arjun, and I work to develop our business strategy and researched funding sources and partnership opportunities.
Hello, my name is Vic, and I found out issues about plastic pollution and research about company growth in our own financials.
Hi, my name is Ron, and I designed our software architecture, including machine learning for microplastic quantification, communication protocols, and avenues for data access.
The ocean, as we all know, takes up 70% of our Earth, and if we don't plan on taking care of it anytime soon, it won't be as beautiful as it is. Plastic pollution has become an issue when regarding the ocean and needs to be taken care of. We've let it get so bad that as of 2016, it is estimated that there are 269,000 tons worth of microplastics. This threat is costing many nations extreme quantities of money and cost the Asia Pacific region around $1.17 billion. Not only are we causing these regions to lose money, but we're causing around 100 million marine animals to die each year. If someone doesn't find a solution to this issue quickly, the results of our pollution will be detrimental to the health of the ocean and of our marine life. Microplastics themselves are harmful to marine life and cause many deaths yearly. Due to their small size, many animals are susceptible to ingest these plastics and put themselves at risk. After ingestion of these microplastics, marine animals face the risk of suffocation and other fatal medical conditions from the toxic chemicals that get absorbed by these microplastics. Awareness to this issue also hasn't been brought out to the public, causing there to be limited and underfunded research about the topic. Only around 23% of all countries in the world have done research regarding this issue, and more has to be done. These plastics are also an issue to tourism. In 2011, a marine pollution incident would end up costing South Korea $34 million in revenue and would make them lose over 500,000 tourists.
There are many flaws with existing solutions that allow us to be confident in Plastisearch's ability to dominate this market. First of all, current microplastic detection software, such as one by Draper, are much more expensive due to their use of sensors. Plastisearch's use of cameras provides us with a cost advantage. In addition to being more costly, the ability of sensors to function underwater is limited, whereas cameras are far more developed in this regard. Sensors also require specialized training, while cameras are far more accessible and automated. Additionally, data gathered by photos are much more informative because of their compatibility with CNNs. On a more general note, current microplastic filtering systems have no way of tracking their impact due to the lack of data available on microplastic densities. This is another hole that Plastisearch could fill. Finally, data that is available is not specific to any one region, which prevents governments from making an impact.
In light of this detrimental issue, we would like to introduce Plastisearch, where we are providing data to a data-starved issue. Our solution uses a computer vision architecture to inexpensively collect underwater images. These images are then analyzed using novel computer vision pre-processing techniques and cutting-edge machine learning structures to quantify microplastic concentrations and identify types that are present. The Plastisearch system then analyzes the data to produce insights and stores all this information in a database for easy customer access. On the next slide, we have a more rigorous description of our software architecture. First, captured images are tagged with location and time metadata. These images are then spliced so they can be transmitted to a base station via radio waves. This base station stitches together the image slices and encodes the image into a base 64 string, while storing the metadata in a JSON format. This data will then be uploaded to an Amazon Web Services EC2 computing instance through a POST request. When new data is uploaded to the AWS instance, the images will be analyzed with a convolutional neural network, calculating microplastic concentrations and types. And finally, images, metadata, and extracted data will be stored in a MongoDB database with a REST API allowing for accessible customer access. The second diagram depicts the architecture of the convolutional neural network, which uses powerful image processing techniques such as max pooling layers and convolutions before feeding image data into a dense neural network for results. This was our original design layout for a data dashboard for the Plastisearch system, and we implemented this structure to create a medium fidelity prototype displaying information on recent trends and concentrations of microplastics in regions monitored by Plastisearch devices.
Our primary revenue stream comes from selling our software services and data to governments, private companies, and research based nonprofits. This allows governments to allocate filtration resources efficiently to areas that require more attention and set sustainable goals on a regional basis. It allows private companies and NPOs to access microplastic imagery and numeric data in order to conduct further research on microplastic detection and correlation with socioeconomic factors. Selling data about microplastics would prove incredibly valuable for Plastisearch, considering little exists on this issue. To capture market share and generate initial revenue to get off the ground, we can partner with robotics companies to manufacture this part of the product, which would allow us to access larger markets from an established company. Finally, our last revenue stream, contracts, would entail governments requesting projects from Plastisearch to survey and collect data. We hope to establish contracts as a public-private partnership to continue to work with governments. We predict that our 5-year plan will allow us to generate $2 million in profit in year 5 from revenue streams listed earlier. This is dependent on governments and private companies' requests, such as the area of land they want data from, and we would offer the different services to government employers, such as heat maps, personalized dashboards to accommodate land requirements, and larger subsets of collected data. This part of Plastisearch depends on how the robotics market receives this product.
In terms of funding, we are in the process of applying for 2 government research and development grants. The first of these grants is the Small Business Innovation Research Program. This grant takes into account technical merit, degree of innovation, and future market potential, and would offer us up to $850,000 in funding. Another opportunity we are applying to is the Small Business Technology Transfer Program. This is a similar program with a 3-phase process and an offering of up to $850,000. In terms of private investment, our initial source of funding will be seed funding gathered from ourselves, family members, and angel investors. We will seek Series A and Series B investments from a venture capital firm after acquiring funding from ourselves, government grants, and angel investors. One investment firm we are looking into is Circulate Capital, a firm dedicated to financing innovation that works towards solving the plastic pollution issue in the world's oceans. We plan on accumulating $2 million through Series A funding and $5 million through Series B funding for a total of $7 million in institutional financing. In addition to funding, we plan on partnering with 2 nonprofit organizations, namely Five Guys and CBIN, that focus on research and data collection. Partnering with these organizations would help expedite the data collection process. Thank you.